What's up, Scoops? I know that I've been gone for a while, but I just want to do a comment video to get us caught up, and then I'm going to do another video tomorrow to finish up the 5 days of punishment that I had to do for missing 2 days before. And for any of you who are currently typing, where have you been all this time? As you guys know, when I started those 30 days of vlogging, I said if there was a family emergency, there would be no explanation. I would just be gone all of a sudden. If you've been on HipsterChicken, then you know what happened, but basically several family members got sick at the exact same time, and since I work from home, I was kind of given the job of taking care of everybody. So our house is full of sick people for a little bit, so I was just playing nurse for the last month and a half. All that responsibility is now gone, and now I can get back to making my videos. What up, guys? So if you commented on any of the videos that occurred after my last comment video, I'm going to answer your question right here, right now. On my last comment video, which is linked up there as well as in the description below, which is called Do Videos Create Killers? Mrs. L. Fisher commented that possible schedule of days. I just want to tell you guys past today and tomorrow, which are day 4 and 5 of punishment. Just so you guys know, the schedule that I chose, which I will be starting this coming Monday, will be Mondays and Thursdays, and the last Saturday of every single month I will do a comment video responding to comments from that month. I also had a lot of you guys ask about the ghosts that I mentioned in my house. Over the last month, I've started to think maybe they're not ghosts, because they've kind of increased over the last few years, and I think that the activity of ghosts would actually stay the same over the period of time that we've been here. We moved in almost a year before my little sister was born, and she's 18 now. And we've had more ghost activity in the last year than ever before, and I don't know what's causing that. So what I actually think it might be is we might have doppelgangers. If you don't know what doppelganger is, basically like you walk around a space and you have such an intense emotion, you literally imprint the walls with your feelings, and those imprints can live out what it is that you're feeling again and again and again. Like a lot of times if there's like a horrific murder at a specific time and date, there's a lot of people who will say that, oh yeah, on that time and date I see somebody walking through it and they're going through the action again. So I don't know if we have ghosts or doppelgangers, but I think it's closer to doppelgangers, because there's a lot of things happening that seem more like, oh yeah, I did that, or that's a fear of mine that's happening. Like I have a fear that someone's gonna like walk into our house and kill us, and one day when I was walking past the back garage door, the handle moved. I mean, like, there was no one there. I mean, like, I sat and I listened for a bit to see if there was someone who was about to break into my house, but there was no one there. I think it was literally just my anxiety that was placing it on the door to move. So, yeah, apparently I'm an incredibly anxious person and I'm causing my own ghost problems, if that's the case. Otherwise, someone was literally trying to break into our house and I was in grave danger and had no idea. But I hope it's the other one. So I don't know whether or not I have a ghost in the house. We've been checking it out for a while. There have been like people who have been like walking past doors super fast, and you're like, wait, was someone just walking past? No one really knows. But yeah, so we've always just kind of like lived with the idea that, okay, we have ghosts, it happens. But whether or not we actually do, I don't know. So for all the people who are asking about ghosts, that's how I feel about it. Rihanna Hearts, I've never seen you comment before, so hello, new scoop. Rihanna Hearts also asked about ghosts, but she also asked how I feel about heaven and hell, angels and demons. My only response to that is I am actually a Christian. As weird as it is to have a Christian talking about like serial killers and death, which is part of the reason why I've had such a hard time with starting this channel and sticking to it, because it's a part of me that was raised with the idea that talking about this stuff is wrong. But it's not wrong. It's just psychology. It's just science. There's nothing weird or wrong about talking about it. It happens, so why not talk about it? I'd also like to add on to that, I'm not a Christian because I grew up being a Christian. I am a Christian because I read the Bible and I actually know what it says. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh no, it's stupid because it's the subjugation of women and slaves and blah, blah, blah. There's a lot about the Bible that's taken out of context. One thing that I could tell you about the Bible that a lot of people don't know, the whole Adam and Eve apple original sin thing, not actually Eve's fault. That is a misconception from the Middle Ages. That's the reason why Jesus was born without a father, because everyone thought because of Adam's sin, men were the one who brought sin into a child. That's the whole symbolism behind Jesus not having an earthly father, in case you're wondering. What's the other question people are going to ask about homosexuality? If you read the original print, the original language that the Bible came in, original languages because it's Aramaic and Greek and several other languages, when our English Bible says homosexual in it, they're actually saying sexual deviant, which would be like a rapist or like a child molester. But because of the time when it was translated, they wrote homosexual instead of sexual deviant. So if you can read back and look at the way it was supposed to be written, then you can forgive the times and the way why people write things the way they write things. We are man, we err. He is God, he is perfect. He doesn't think that people should be shot in the streets just because of a sexual orientation. And the people who are printing Bibles these days don't really feel like it's their place to change it back, but they really should. So yeah, so that's my feelings on that. The next video, animal cruelty laws, which is linked up there as well as in the description below. And we had one commenter, Nevababy, who asked about the correlation between hurting animals and serial killers a la Jeffrey Dahmer, who pretty much everyone knows used to dissect roadkill and stuck a dog's head on a stick in the middle of the woods. And if you're going to look in the history of a lot of psychopaths or sociopaths, you tend to see animal mutilation. It's sort of like a practice run for a lot of people. Like you kind of want to know what's on the inside. You kind of want to know what's inside somebody. If I was to stab somebody right now, what would happen? What would come pouring out? They're not into Googling like the rest of us might be, or we just kind of, you know, look it up online and go, okay, that's inside, and just accept it. They kind of want to see it for themselves, and they don't really have access to cadavers, so they just stab an animal. Moving on to Dana Sue Gray, linked up there as well as in the comments below. I had a lot of comments on that video. Thank you guys so much for commenting on it. It was my last video for a very long time. And it was about Dana Sue Gray, who is one of the few female serial killers who is looked to as being on par with the male serial killers, because most men kill because they like to kill. Women, however, usually kill because they want security or money. Murder is used as a tool rather than actually having something to do with the actual murder, which is more of a male way to kill. Because she did get money out of every single one of these people and then went on a shopping spree, the question has always been, did she kill these people strictly because she wanted to kill and the money was extra, or did she kill them for the money and that was the purpose? I got one response from Gunner Dan 70, who actually thought they were part of a compulsive behavior disorder, which is a really interesting comment. Someone who has OCD or has some sort of compulsive behavior disorder would look at a problem they had and find a solution in like a completely emotionless way. They may try to come up with another solution, but their brain will always come back to that first thing they thought of. So she may have thought of the fact that she needed money and then said, well, I could kill people for it. And then it was kind of like, okay, well, that would work. What other options do I have? And we'll just keep coming back to that one option. And then she would just carry it out because she had no filter, no way to say no to herself. I want a new boogie board. I'm gonna buy it. Oh wait, I don't have money. Okay, well I can just kill somebody. If that's the way her mind works, then that's the way her mind works. It's very interesting. We shall never know because we are not psychiatrists. But it's very interesting to speculate. Very interesting point, Gunner Dan 70. So thank you guys so much for commenting on these videos. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna start taping a little bit more in advance of this over a time when I need to not be here for a bit. There will still be videos. So this will never happen again because it's annoyed me too, believe me. Believe me. Thank you guys so much for being your awesome scoop selves. I just love you guys and sticking with me through all the medical emergencies and my own freaking outnesses and what have you. So I'm officially back. There will be more videos coming and I can't wait to see your comments on them. Please remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow for day 5 of 5 of the Days of Punishment. That'll be the absolute last day. Yes! So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!